Hey guys, welcome back to the AMA. My name's Harry, and I'm with
Gribbly. Hey.
Hey, how's it going, guys? And you guys know that this week is a very special week. It's going to be a Thanksgiving special AMA. Even if you guys don't celebrate Thanksgiving, we just want to say it's a, kind of a thankful type of holiday, and hopefully you guys are enjoying yourself this season, right?
Time for family, time for friends.
Yeah, time for friends and family. And what about you, Gribbly? Do you have any plans, or overall, what are you going to be doing?
Nothing too elaborate. Some friends, have a small little Thanksgiving because we're planning to travel to Australia soon. My first time back, long time. And so we got to be very careful about, COVID and all that kind of stuff, because the regulations are very strict. So we can't. Yeah. We're trying not to have too many crazy big gatherings because I want to get back and see my Australian friends and fans. So keeping it small. How about you? Doing anything fun?
Just kind of hanging around town, just keeping it very small too as well. Yeah, I'm just gonna be enjoying the weather. Hopefully, you're really fantastic. But that's super exciting though.
Well, I hope everyone out there is gonna have a wonderful Thanksgiving and be safe. See your friends and family.
All right, guys. Straight off to our first couple of questions here. These are very similar questions from both height_height5861 and RX1, but they both have rec center questions. All right, so the rec center questions is they wanted some revisions for the rec center. Basically, they're asking for an upgrade because it's getting old and boring. The maker pin editions is nice and all, but they would be nice to have some official rec room polish to it, I guess. That's what they're saying.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, no, good suggestion and good question. So asking about the rec center. So it has been a while since we have the rec center, a major upgrade and facelift. That is true. Mm-hmm. I really like, we've been having fun with the maker pen in there, kind of putting the photo booth and the ink decorations and the featured inventions and all that kind of stuff. Super cool. I love all that stuff. So I hear the feedback, and long term, we definitely want to expand the rec center to be more like the questioner is like more of an open space, more of a kind of a plaza or a town square where you can walk around and kind of see, maybe see something over there like, hey, what's that interesting building over there? Let's go check it out. And it's a bit more like that rather than just like one little room.
Right.
I agree. That's a long-term goal for the rec center. Will probably evolve into something more like the town square, which seems really cool and fun.
Yeah.
But so thanks for the suggestion. That's kind of in line with what we're thinking. Yeah, totally.
Yeah, and I see the question also saying that maybe a 40-player max in rec center, which is, it's a lot. Yeah. But right now, I think 12 people, it's more personal and it's easier to make friends that way. Because if you have more than that,
so that's probably what determines. That's what's going to determine timing on all this. Is we're going to keep opposing things so you can have more players and all that kind of stuff. But I think right now if you had a town square with only 12 people in it, that would be kind of crappy. Hundreds of people in a town square.
Absolutely. Well, thank you guys so much for the questions. I really appreciate that. Our next question is coming from, I think, Oyster Vic. He asks, will we ever have a custom-made weapons as a projectiles, ammo, and etc.?
Oh, sure. Yeah. Yes, that is definitely on the roadmap. That's stuff that our UGC Maker Pen team, the circuits team are all working on. The trigger handle and the vector gadget, which came out recently, we've seen some really fun experiments with people making flashlights and grapple guns and kind of really cool custom weapons. We are currently working on a bunch of CB2 combat stuff to kind of make it kind of so you can get events like things that get hit when things get hit. You're definitely going to see the capability to build not just custom weapons, custom all kinds of objects. I've been saying this in the AMAs for many months now. That's a really big effort in our team to kind of really level up the quality and sophistication of the objects that you can build.
Have you seen the room on the grappling hook one? That was fantastic.
Yeah, I did see that one. That is crazy.
That is hilarious.
But we want to see more and more stuff like that. Yeah, like really expanding. There's some really fun stuff coming in the ability to interactive objects. Things are really heating up there.
Yeah, thank you so much for the question. And we're super excited to see more updates in the future. From CFC Gaming, he has, will two-factor authentication ever come to Rec Room?
I actually went and talked to the social team, the server team about this, and they both say yes. So back-end work should be happening pretty soon. As for when it'll roll out to players, I'm not quite sure, but I think in the new year at some sure will enable 2FA. I think we all know people want it, and I think it's it's a nice security upgrade for the app. So yeah, I'm 2FA all the way. Like I love all that stuff. So
yeah, me too. At first it was kind of annoying to be like, oh, I have to sign in on my phone, this and that. But you know what? It's the security measures. So yeah, absolutely. Our next question comes from Time. He asks, with all the skill of the creators nowadays, the only limiting factor is the tools. Will there be any updates soon regarding tubes and having them be more versatile?
Oh yeah, actually, great question. So yeah, that's also an area of active interest. There's a lot of design work going in right now about like what's the next level of tubes look like. How can we improve it?
Okay.
Like one obvious thing is that forever tube collision has kind of sucked. Like for trying to select a tube, like 1 minute the little makeup pen laser pointer goes through it, the next minute it hits it. It's really hard to predict. It's also really hard to adjust tubes after the fact, changing thickness per node, all this kind of stuff. So I know the team has a bunch of really cool ideas for how to make tubes more powerful, better, easier to use. And so yeah, I think you can expect an update on that in the new year. What, Harry?
Yeah.
Can I tell you about a fun VR thing I've been doing recently?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I'd love to hear it.
So my arms are like really tired. I can barely bring it to here because I've been playing Thrill of the Fight every day, trying to get some exercise.
Yeah.
And I've always enjoyed boxing.
Yeah.
I've defeated you many times in boxing.
You guys already know.
And Thrill of the Fight. Have you played that game on the Quest?
No. It's
Thrill of the Fight, man.
Game.
It's basically a single player boxing game, and it's just really like boxing gloves and there's like opponents, and it's just really well done. It's really fun, and so it's a great workout.
Wow.
Like I do half an hour and I'm just dripping sweat and my arms are falling off. So yeah, I don't know. I'm just excited about it. I don't know why I started talking about it.
No.
I know why. It's because I lifted my arms up. I'm like, oh man, my arms are really sore. Why is it? Oh, that's right. I've been playing Thrill of the Fight. So if anyone wants a good workout, try Thrill of the Fight.
Yeah, guys, that sounds really amazing. It's really funny too because I'm gonna get you. That punch in the face. Shoryuken.
Oh my God! You sure you can?
Yep. Sorry about that.
All right.
Oh yeah, Spookcat's Rec Room Player. That's his name. All right. Do you have a system planned that'll help you move to beta creations between subrooms? If not, what are you waiting for? Oh yeah, what are you waiting for?
Oh yeah, no, good question. And I went and chatted to the UGC team about that, and they were like, that's a good question. We don't know exactly how to do that. So at least they're thinking now. So Spookcat, great question. Thank you. We'll let you know when we have an update. But yeah, right now you can't do that. So
okay.
Sorry. But we are working to make the beta better and easier to understand.
Woo! Yeah.
Oh, nice.
More game shows. Yeah, this is cool.
Yeah.
Variety stuff. You know what's funny, guys? If you guys didn't know, Gribbly is always getting himself injured somehow. Last AMA, you had some dumbbells, right? You got or something like that. I forgot some.
Oh yeah, I hit myself in the knee with a kettlebell last time. That's right.
Yeah.
No, that's all better now. My knee is fine. But yeah, this time I'm injured. I'm just tired.
So guys, leave some hearts in the chat for Gribbly. Fast recovery.
It's about drive. It's about power. We stay hungry. We devour.
Oh yes. Tubby with a gun. Oh, please don't. Oh God. Can we still be expecting the Rec Room original focus tier, or was that canceled due to COVID obligations?
It wasn't really due to COVID. It was like we made Rec Rally. That was kind of our focus. So we did the orientation and Rec Rally. That was kind of a big year for the experienced team. Also did the full body tunes. Rec Rally plus the follow-on project of getting a bunch of the vehicles available for the Maker Pen has taken up that team for the whole year. Yeah, I mean, I know everyone wants us to do like four Rec Room originals a year, but that's what a Rec Room original year. That's what a focused year looks like.
Yeah. Well, we hope you guys are also enjoying Rec Rally. That was such a pretty amazing success, really. It brought back some new players and old players alike, and we hope you guys really enjoy the whole like drifting and stuff. Oh, that's such a blast. So absolutely. From Raynex_, he asks, when will there be an option to turn off the name clicking feature? It'd be great for moderation, but the range is too short and most players don't use it. Find it annoying to accidentally click on the names all the time.
Yeah. We've heard that feedback a lot, and we kind of feel the same way. Like, that was definitely an experiment I think had some pros, but probably more cons than pros. So we're actually working on a replacement, an improvement to that system that should be rolling out in part before the end of the year, and then the rest early in the new year. So we're going to replace that with a much more intuitive system. So good feedback. We agree. That's going on.
We have a lot of questions during this AMA.
But you know what, Harry?
Yeah.
I stay hungry. I I've got it.
Yeah, you got it.
About power.
Kyle_the_legend asks, any ideas on what's planned now that Rec Rally has finished?
Some ideas, yes, but nothing I'm going to share today. We got interesting thought. We're definitely not going to work on any, new RRO games or rooms before the end of the year. We do have some interesting plans for the new year, but we'll talk about that next year.
From ZEZCTV asks, will there ever be a custom skins that will be able to uploaded by a specific group of people like Roblox?
Yes, we probably will do stuff like that. I'm not exactly sure how it'll work. There's a lot to figure out because, right now we don't support, uploading external images into the game. So we're not looking to change that anytime soon. Something we are looking to do is do some experimentation with allowing UGC creation of some avatar items. So basically allowing you to customize things in the game and then have them be items that you can wear. So that's something that we're going to play with very early in the new year. So that's probably what the first thing of that will look like. And we could imagine doing that for skins or something like that. So we'll experiment with this avatar experiment first, and we'll see how that goes.
And leave some feedback in the comments. We really appreciate that. And you guys can also in the Discord and Rec Room Happy Fox too. We just love hearing just feedback in general. From Slippy McBacon asks, will there ever be a way? Will there ever be a way to make our own menus like the prompt local player menu, but more customizable with more options such as being force open displayed like the inventory menu from Minecraft?
Yeah. We've been talking about that a little bit. So I don't want to make any timing guarantees, but yeah. So let me kind of I feel like we may have talked about this in a previous AMA, so I apologize if I'm repeating myself so much. But as you know, we've been on this kind of long journey to switch over from the old UI to the new UI system. We are making really, really good progress on that. So I think, by early in the new year, the vast majority of the UI will be the new style. And then once that new system's kind of in place, like you're not really worrying about the old UI anymore, I think it's the time when we'll look at, hey, can you use circuits to pop up a menu and have like a progress or have like an inventory? We haven't designed that system yet, so we got to design it first. And to Harry's point, getting feedback and specific cases, like if you chat with us in the Discord or on Happy Fox, or send us, by carrier pigeon if you need to, send us whatever kind of ideas you have of like, hey, here's what I'd like to do with a UI system if I had it. Like, here's the game I'd like to make or the experience I'd like to make. That would be very helpful for us because we're about to go into the design process for that and get an idea. And, like everything we do, probably do it in baby steps. Like, so it won't be like, hey, create absolutely any UI you can think of. It'll be more targeted and like, hey, here's things you can do. Let's learn from it. Let's iterate on it. But yes, we are definitely thinking along those lines. I think it would expand out the kinds of games that people can, the kind of things that you can do if you could pop open menus and be a bit more flexible with that. So it's definitely on our roadmap. We love the idea. Thank you for the suggestion.
From that person asked, will we ever get a new laser tag or game mode? Old friend 9546 asked, would the devs ever go back to say it's been a while since we made a quest or a laser tag map, or will a Rec Room original going forward be a tech demo or new creation tools? And PB James at 429 asked, new laser tag map, planetarium? I rest my case. Oh, that's cool. That's pretty cool, actually.
All right, yeah. Okay, so a few questions about laser tag. I think it's, unlikely we're going to go build the new laser tag map anytime soon. It's not impossible, but it's not currently planned. And, definitely the way we're thinking about RROs right now is, every time we do one, we want it to introduce a new capability to the game. So when we did Stunt Runner, it was running and sliding and climbing. Rec Rally is obviously vehicles and driving and all of that kind of stuff, seats. So whatever we do for the next RRO is likely to introduce, something new to the capability of what you can do in Rec Room. And so we feel like, doing another laser tag map or doing another game mode doesn't really achieve that for us. So therefore, it's not really a priority. We know people love laser tag and we super appreciate it. We love it too. And we'll actually talk before the end of the AMA about bug fixes and things like that, because I know there's been some bugs and issues. So we want to fix those up. But as an example, it's in this kind of last quarter of the year, when we've got Thanksgiving and Christmas and it's a bit of an interrupted quarter. That's the most likely time when we would do something that's like, hey, a bit lower on the priority list of hey, maybe let's just spend some time, do a new laser tag map or something like that. But for this year, we figure it's a much higher priority to just actually rather than create something new, just go back and try and fix a bunch of bugs. So something that the experience team has been doing in this quarter is just trying to like find and fix a bunch of those annoying bugs that have been lingering for a while. We think, I hope you agree with me, is probably more important than creating a new laser tag map is fixing up the bugs in, the existing RROs. So that's what we're trying to prioritize. So appreciate the enthusiasm for laser tag. We love it too, but I think moving forward, RROs are more about expanding the universe of what you can do in Rec Room and less about adding on to what exists.
Exactly, because in the past AMAs, we have more people talk about like, can you fix more bugs, in this room, rather than focus on a new Rec Room original. So I think in the long run, I think people will be more happy about like, updated rooms in general. So yeah,
it's always a balance, and I know like not everyone loves when I say this, but like the dream is that really the next great planetarium map for laser tag, which is a great idea. I do agree with that.
Yeah.
But, like, I would hope that someone in the community can build that map, and it's on us to provide the quality of tools and capabilities to get to RRO quality laser tag experience using the UGC tools. But we believe that's very possible, and whatever's missing, we'll add it. So I think you'll get your planetarium map. I'm not sure we'll build it.
Yeah, okay. Well, thank you so much for the question. Very interesting ideas, but however, can I suggest a Rec Room original to you? Okay,
sure.
Think about it. Okay. You know the game paddleball, right? Like you have one paddle in one hand, but think about it. 2 paddles in 2 hands. Paddleball 2. Guys.
Paddle ball?
Yeah. Oh,
amazing.
Some ideas to throw at you guys.
All right, we're drawing everything. That is now P1. All
right.
We're focused entirely on paddle ball.
Mountain Lab 5958. He asks, will we ever add a color wheel to the Maker Pen?
Maybe. No current plans. It's a request that comes up a lot. But yeah, no current plans. We might do it at some point, but we got a lot of other things in the priority list first.
Okay, that sounds really exciting because if that was that's not the priority list, well, stay tuned for the major updates in the future then. The HCOL Liddy _H3O asks, any idea when the terrain tool will come out?
No, don't have an idea when the terrain tool will come out. Like I think remember we talked about the terrain tool ages ago now when we were talking about vehicles and things. We did take a look at building it. At the time, I remember saying like, hey, we ran into some unforeseen technical difficulties really around the amount of memory it would require. And so we kind of shelved it at that point, haven't really gone back to it yet. That said, so kind of 2 things. One, in the short term, there is the mound shape that you can use that people have been using really successfully to create interesting terrains and drivable spaces. So you can do it with shapes, and with the vehicles that we're bringing out. They're very carefully designed to be able to like drive well over just about anything. So you can throw a very, very crazy assortment of shapes at them and they'll behave pretty well. So that's something. Secondarily, and a little bit longer term, similar to what I was saying about with the tubes, it's definitely on our list to think about like kind of sculpting tools to be able to make kind of like more organic shapes. And so I think that would probably not arrive as a terrain tool. I think that was something we were thinking about. We experimented with, kind of like the original, very old go-karts prototype. We tried it. We didn't really think it worked for what we needed, so we kind of shelved it. So I think it won't come back in that form. But I think the ability to kind of merge shapes organically, kind of get like terrain-like effects, but a whole bunch of other effects as well, that is something that we will likely do. And we are actively working on the shape technology, making it better to enable some of these possibilities.
Oh, that sounds really great. Thank you so much for the question, and thank you so much for the update on that too as well on terrain tool.
Very fair question. We did make a song and dance about terrain tool, and then we solved it, so it's a very reasonable question.
Yeah, it's been a while since we heard about the terrain tool, so thank you so much for the question and the reminder too. From ESAC914 asks, it would be cool to be able to print rec.net pictures in Rec Room. I know it's been a talking point in the past AMAs, but we would love to know any updates on that.
Yeah, good question. So yeah, there's no reason we wouldn't want to support that. I'm actually not 100% sure of the status of anyone working on that. What I do know is that the team is planning to do a major update to the ShareCam, kind of improve it and make a bunch of new features available in the ShareCam on all the platforms. So I'm pretty excited about that. I think we can make the camera experience a lot better. And I think as part of that, we can take a look at, hey, maybe you can browse your RecNet photos and print them out. Because that'd be pretty cool. So thank you for the suggestion, and I'll follow up on that because I've kind of lost track of the status of that one.
No worries.
There's a lot going on, Harry.
Yeah, I mean, there's
know 100% of everything.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of like questions blending in with each other. So I mean, I totally get that. It's really hard to like understand every little detail. Dry dash Extension 3107 asks, will you hear other sides of Rec Room that's not creative side? Yes, I'm talking about leagues, Rec Room original players too, that you ignore and barely touch. Whoa, okay. 1. You promise bots will not attack on official refs laser tag league like 1 and 2 years ago, and still nothing. It is really that hard to see AI only attack other teams that all players are not in the same team. 2. Laser tag have only 1 gold skin, and paintball got like 4 or 5 of them. Some players probably like gold railgun and SMG more than pistols. 3. Many issues with the games ruin league's games. In the first role, we have set the servers that are slow and can cause some issues, lag, shadow hits, damage that don't work. How's it supposed to do a global crashes? I don't have the best internet, but this is start happening since that 10 servers crashes per week. In a second, we have the tar bug. You still don't give us any info on the stat on this now. Finally, AC unit bug fix. When? Never happened in the league, but just in case. Okay. Whoa. All right.
Okay, good. All right, the whole list. Okay, so let me go backwards from the AC unit bug fix. I'm actually not 100% sure what that is. I would need more detail on that one.
Yeah, I don't think I heard that.
So I can't really say much about that one. On the TAR bug, which I think the next question is about TAR. So this is the teleport activation. I forget what the last name. Anyway, it's basically teleport being a bit slower than it used to be. Was a problem for speedrunners and people who are really used to the feel of teleport.
Oh, I see.
We've addressed this one in the AMA many times, and I know the questioner said, hey, I never give details on this. But yeah, that's because, like, in the past, it's been, hey, we can't figure out what's going on here. We can't get a repro. We know it seems like a simple issue. Trust us, we have spent weeks looking into this and not being able to figure out what's going on. So this is weird. That said, in the last couple of days, we did get a fresh repro and some fresh information. I can't guarantee that that's going to lead to a fix, but it is promising. It's more information than we've had. And we have an angle of attack that we can at least take a look, and we're in with a shot of fixing it. So not a promise, but we are trying. Please believe me, we are trying. Similarly, on the AI, the AI bots that will attack sitters, which is a pain in the ass for league games. Yep, I hear you.
Yeah.
We do love the leagues. We want the leagues to feel supported. So like I said, what we're doing for the last quarter, this basically last 3 months of the year, we're putting a bunch of into trying to fix a bunch of long-standing and annoying bugs, especially in RROs that have been sitting around. So that one I know is on the list. I've experienced team about it. They're very hopeful that they feel like they know how to fix that one. So I think it's reasonable to hope for a fix for that one before the end of the year. And so I apologize. I know it takes us a while to get to bugs. We are always very busy doing a bunch of stuff. So yeah, we will. I'm hopeful on the AI bug. I'm less confident on the teleport bug, but I'm hopeful. Cross you. But yeah, we'll get as much of that cleaned up as we can. Thank you for the question.
Yeah, thank you. And he also asked about the gold skins where paintball got like 4 or 5 of them.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So on the gold skins, I don't know. I'll have to go talk to B-Boz about if there's any more of those in the works.
Yeah.
Making some noise about it and making it clear that you want it helps. So let me go talk to that team about that, and I'll let them know that that it'd be real cool if we had a golden railgun for laser tag.
Yeah. So this kind of goes back to the question of we working on rather new Rec Room originals or going back to fixing bugs. This is one making more polished, easy for players to understand.
Oh man, I hope we'll get that teleport one soon, because I know how frustrating that is for people. It's been frustrating for us. It's a weird one. Usually something like that is super easy to fix, but
yeah,
game developers hard, kids. Game development is very complicated.
Oh yeah, the other question too from Mafia_boss. Yeah, same thing too. Any updates on the TAR bug fix? We'll gather together.
Yes, same answer. We are hopeful. Like I don't want to set expectations too high, but we did get some really good information. So maybe we have a new angle of attack on it. I'm hopeful. I haven't had confirmation from the team that they're like, oh yeah, we found it and we can fix it. But at least we got something to go on, which wasn't true last AMA. Last year we were just like, I don't know. We've looked at it. We have no clue.
Perps Waffles asks, will we ever bring back the old rotate system that the screen mode had? When you held the item and pushed a button, you would be able to rotate 3 axes like the maker pin.
Yeah. So what they're asking about is on screen mode for a while, we had something that we called instinct mode, where you could pick up any object in screen mode and you could essentially hold it in front of you and rotate it around all 3 axes. So you could grab a bucket, turn it up, put it on someone's head, which in VR is trivial to do, just pick it up. So the answer is yes, actively working on it. Should come back in the new year very early.
Yeah, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, we really think that's an important thing for to allow screen players to be expressive in a way that VR players can be able to like manipulate objects in more detail. So thank you for the question, and yes, that is.
OG Ram, he asks, why don't the weekly and daily challenges like link to the games, like instead of the wild goose chase, a simple go-to button would be sweet? And why, when the paintball challenges are sub-game specific team battles, are capture the flag, are those specific games types so hard to get? Getting shuffled into CTF when only looking for TB mode is super frustrating.
It's because we're trying to make it a challenge, first part of the challenge is finding the room. No, I'm kidding. Right? No, it's just bad UI from us. We should really put a button on there to jump you to it. We'll be looking at that soon, updating it, updating the system, but also obviously bringing it over to the new UI. The challenges are still in the old UI system. And so when we do that, make sure we add a button to make it a little easier. So yeah, thank you for the suggestion.
Ethic84, yes. Is there any way, will there be a fix for coming for the glitch AFK people stopping games? Like someone goes AFK and no one is able to disconnect.
Yes. So yeah, again, that one's on the list of like annoying bugs that have been sitting around for a while that the team's going to take a look at end of the year. So hopefully we'll get a fix for that one.
Yeah, totally understandable on that question for sure. I think a lot of people like, for instance, our Quest players, they dove in like 30 minutes into the game, and then someone just went AFK on them, and I'm like, oh no, so that time's kind of wasted. So nice. Okay, all right. I already got one. Boom. That person with called Teletubby.
I don't have a gun. How come?
Wait, you want a gun? Here, you can have the gun. Here, you can have the gun.
No, I don't want it. No, I don't want
it. Are you sure?
I'm
okay.
happy to go unarmed. I'm a pacifist, Harry.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're a pacifist. I see. Okay. All right.
Will we ever add like physics to the
like the hair
and costumes? So yeah, to the hair and stuff. So that's definitely something we want to do. There's actually been prototypes we've done internally. If you go back and look on the dev blogs, it's like from a year ago. We have some GIFs on there of like physics and hair and stuff. Something we definitely want to do. It's just one of those things. Hey, there's always something above it in the priority list, but we'll get to it for sure. I don't know when, but we'll get to it. Definitely something we all want. Be great. Like these turkey legs should be like, dangling.
That'd be really good. I think it has to be also with the capabilities probably too of like the memory probably on other like platforms so people can't see it. Oh, I don't know.
Yeah. Probably more of like CPU perf than memory. Like you've got to simulate the physics. But I think there's ways to do it.
Is it? Okay. Well, that's being hopeful. So yeah, guys. Okay. Last question for the AMA guys. Are you ready?
No.
Okay, well...
Yes, I'm ready, yes.
All right, our last question, guys, from That Is Devin asks, are we ever going to be getting an update for dedicate on to fixing bugs? I know when the new content is keeping the game alive, but the bug fixes is going to improve overall experience with the game.
Yeah, great question. So, yes, so we're actually doing a bunch of that in the last part of this year. Like we're focusing on some bug fixes, cleaning up long-standing stuff. We actually fixed a bunch of bugs in the creation tools recently. We're fixing a bunch in the RROs, some game systems. So hopefully you'll see those improvements rolling out it'll probably be like the next couple of updates, we'll have bugs in them. The last one actually had a bunch in it. And probably the first 1 or 2 ships in the new year will have a bunch of bug fixes in them as well. Because we won't ship as it gets really, really close to Christmas because a lot of the team goes on vacation and we don't want to ship an update that's broken and then have it for weeks while, people are seeing their families and stuff. Yeah. So there'll be a pretty I can't remember exactly how many times we're shipping in the rest of the year. It'll be a pretty modest update for the end of the year. That's mainly just bug fixes and cleaning things up. And then won't do it over Christmas, and then there'll be one in the new year that'll have a bunch more updates and fixes in it. But yeah, thank you for the question. Yeah, we're focusing on bug fixes right now, so hopefully we'll them rolling out over the next few weeks. The only additional thing I would say about that, Harry, is I got drive, power. I stay hungry. I devour.
Ooh, yeah. You know what?
I would say that about the bug.
That even though that song is really memey, it's very motivational. So I mean, it's
good. It's good. Yeah, I feel motivated. I feel pumped up. I'm gonna go beat up some. AI boxes.
Rest up your arms at least. Whew. But yeah, no, thank you so much for the question. I mean, the updates on bugs and fixes and everything. Letting you guys know that the team is prioritizing that. So stay tuned for like amazing updates in the future for sure. Rec Room has like put out a lot of updates throughout the year, so that's a lot. So
yeah, it's been a big year. But yeah, like we should probably do an end of year wrap up, some kind of thing. I won't say anything, but I know there's some fun end of year wrap up stuff coming. So we'll.
Okay.
Anyway, I'm not saying anything. But yeah, no, it would be fun to like. I won't be able to remember off the top of my head, but it would be kind of good to just look back and look at all the things we shipped this year because it's a lot.
Yeah, it is quite a lot. So yeah, thank you again so much, guys. And yeah, this is gonna be our last. Well, not last. I'm sorry. We have one more AMA next month. But yeah, what you want to say?
There you go. Maybe we can do a little bit of retrospective. We can like go back some of the things we shipped.
Oh my god. We just want to say thank you again so much for the questions. We always have a blast answering them, and I just want to say thank you to Gribbly over here for being an amazing guest as always. We always have a blast just answering questions, and yeah, we really appreciate it.
Yeah.
And
yeah, of course. And like, hey, let me say happy Thanksgiving to everyone who's celebrating. Hope you have fun with your friends and family. Stay safe out there. We love you, and we'll see you in the next day.
And if you guys can, leave a like, comment, and
subscribe.
Yeah,
I can devour.
But yeah, we hope
you've created a monster here, Harry. I'm gonna be saying this all day.
It's addicting to say, yeah. But yeah, we hope to see you stay safe with your friends and family out there in Australia. I mean, that's exciting.
Yeah.
And
yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it.
If you guys guys in chat, put in the comments, say stay safe, Gribbly, that'd be awesome. Yeah, just for the safe travels out there.
Thank you.
And you guys too. All right, bye guys. Have a great day, and we'll see you guys in the next AMA. Bye everyone. Woo!